your taste buds with everything from the tastiest ice cream to the most delicious veggies. I promise you, you're gonna love them. But first, we're gonna start off with something that you're gonna use to put all of those goodies into. It's called PackIt. And look at this, it looks like a billfold, doesn't it? It's about the size of a billfold. But the beauty of this is, what you do is you put the entire thing into the freezer. It turns into your lunch bag. It's so cute, the whole thing freezes. So no more of those ice packs, those things that get slick and slimy and weird. You can't find them anyway. It is all here, cute as can be. And we're gonna do it at the lowest price ever, $14.99 and 2 flex payments. Let me introduce you to Stacy Archer, who happens to be a food blogger, but more importantly, Stacy is the mom of 5. So when it comes to the packing of the lunches, I bet you've done a whole bunch of these.
Oh, these are my favorite. It's my godsend. You know, with 5 kids and a food blogger, I'm constantly making sure that what we're cooking for dinner and what we're having for breakfast is healthy, it's nutritious, it's on the go. And then I feel like I was failing at lunchtime, because I didn't have something like this originally. I was worried, okay, sun's gonna spoil it, heat's gonna spoil it. I gave up on lunches. I let them go to the cafeteria.
Well, that'll add up fast, won't it? It is so much better when you can control what they eat. Let us show you the color choices, okay? Because the colors are so precious. And let me tell you, the ones that are out there in the stores are ugly. Poor little Adriana had to carry the ugliest lunch bag to school. I wish you'd had these. Black, we have the cherry. We also have that geometric. What is the one next to that? That is the Batik Ombre. Oh, final 200 if you want the Batik Ombre. Then we've got a buffalo navy in that beautiful kind of a plaid pattern. There's your multicolor. Tie-dye, very hip, cool. Watermelon, that would be Adriana's favorite. She loves watermelon. Black and white stripe, and then we have the arrow. But let us show you how this technology is different. Starting with the fact, if you just bought this because it is the cutest lunch bag, I understand it, I get it, because it is precious, but the capacity is amazing, but it's the inside that's really the secret weapon.
And that's just it. There's 360 degrees of cooling gel built into the liner of the bag. And that being, you don't need ice packs or gel pucks that sit at the bottom and take up space. Look at all that space you can get.
Look at that capacity. I love it. And look at how tall this is, too. You can put your drinks in here and stand them up. Your thermoses can go in here.
You can put so much. And I'll show you. Well, here's an example. I was mentioning lunches. I felt like I was failing on lunches and sending the kids to the cafeteria for chicken nuggets and French fries and, you know, all that unhealthy,
full of no flavor.
And
it had everything in it except flavor, right?
Right. So with this option, I can now keep fresh food fresh. It's like a refrigerator on the go. So, for instance, now instead of just peanut butter and jelly, I can actually make tomato, lettuce, cheese, and turkey on a sandwich and feel real good about it, that it's not gonna melt, it's not gonna spoil, it's gonna be crisp, fits right in there. Something I would never do before, milk. Do you ever think about putting milk in a bag? We can do that right now. These sticks, you know how they are in the sun?
Right.
Or they've been smushy, they're fresh. You can put vegetables. Some peanut butter. Do it with ranch dressing. Don't worry about it spoiling. It works. And here's some rice pudding. I got all that in this bag.
And you have room to spare in that as well.
And I still have room to spare. So it just zips up like that.
But you know, the other great part of it is because the whole thing is an ice pack, okay? So understand, when you feel it, the whole thing goes right in the freezer, right?
It goes right in the freezer.
The whole thing.
Right.
And it doesn't take up a lot of space because it folds all the way up to like a little billfold. It's so tiny.
And we all are worried about freezer space. And so the fact that this folds up so tiny, and you can get 2 or 3 of these in the freezer and be able to still have your ice cream and your vegetables and your fruits, everything still works.
Let's see what fits in here, okay? And this is gonna be that beautiful, it's a blue, it's a buffalo navy blue. So that is great for kind of a unisex.
Right, and so, you know, this is not just for lunches or office lunches, but what we can do is we can actually fit, can you believe this? An entire 6-pack of beer.
Goodness. Can you say golfer?
That's exactly what I was saying. Golfer, beach.
Fisherman.
Oh, you don't know it. And you don't have to worry about lugging around a cooler with a whole bunch of ice and takes up space.
Now, how long will this keep things cool?
This will keep things cool up to 10 hours.
10 hours?
10 hours, yes.
So that's way past my workday.
Yes. And you know what I love about that?
That's way past your golf game.
It's way past your golf game.
Unless you're a hacker like me, and then it may take 8 hours to get off the course. It could happen, yeah.
And it has an adjustable strap. So if you are a golfer and you want to hook this onto your golf bag, you can just go ahead and do that. If it hooks onto your book bag at school, it's got all sorts of easy attachments to go.
This is one of my favorite colors right
Like
there.
this?
So is this for moms? Did you pack it for moms?
Yeah, I wanted to show too. You know, we have a lot of nursing mothers out there, and they're working in the office, and they need to pump, and they need to get their baby's milk home safely. And so this too works for them. It's got the space. It keeps it cold up to 10 hours, as we mentioned. You can also spend some time packing some nice, healthy snacks for the mom. And there you go.
Right. You know what? You need to grab a couple of these because these are the perfect lunch bag. You're going to use these. If you go to the stores, number one, they are ugly. Let me say, there's no other word for it. They're just, I could say unattractive, but they're just ugly, okay? They're awful looking. You'll spend more on them. And they don't work well because you've got those ice packs. Those ice packs get slimy, they leak, and they start sweating.
And honestly, the food on the bottom always stays cold because they're next to the ice packs, but the top gets all warm.
The whole thing.
So this works. It's all 360.
Up to 10 hours. Best price we have ever done. Stacy, thank you so much. We love it. It's a great idea. Don't forget, if you want the ombre, most limited and only about 100 of those remaining. $14.99. 2 flex payments available on that, 606-653. And look what we have. Up to 25% on